in the Gasparilla Bowl. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. This is a fun matchup here today for conference bragging rights. The SEC versus the ACC. These are two teams and two conferences that are always trying to get chippy, talk about who is the more dominant league. They'll have a chance to prove it here on the field today. Both coaches say they want to dominate at the line of scrimmage and show just who is the more physical league. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. Crosses the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
On the run, it's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's Johnson. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. The throw. Finds his big tight end. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game.
Oh, they block it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. They'll snag it just inside the 10.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. To the ground with the back. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle and runs through another guy. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the lone running back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try the run. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Ncaa to keep this drive alive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's York. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
On first down from their own 22. To the air, it's O'Neal. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Thurman. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Complete. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. North Carolina will call it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. is tremendous defense there.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, Dave.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. The 40. Past the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Tar Heels! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Quarterback may change this route. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Mano-y-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the that one away for an incompletion.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Cobb fighting off the defender. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting it.
Snags it, and he's open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be 1st down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the 2nd half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Brown wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. Got him down the field. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackle.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. He's got him. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers. That one will give them the lead.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Hard running there. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And runs through another one. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll leave it with him. Beard is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Always might have a chance. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The Tar Heels respond with that score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They put together a 5 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Looking for a huge play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
One possession game. Getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. Gets the back moving. Brown will throw it. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Shakes off the defender. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. Touchdown, Auburn! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the two, and the lead stays at 5. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it. Can't get him to the ground.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll move the wide receiver.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. This time on target.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time.
Turning it on. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely close the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Takes a handoff. It's Cobb. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one
formation, and they give it to it. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And just like that, the defense comes up with a play to seal a victory in a bowl game.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And the defense finishes things off with a pick, and they'll take home the big bowl trophy.